Hey, it's Matt, and today I'm driving from Redmond, Washington to downtown Seattle, and this is the Road Rage Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Oh my God, it sounds like there should be intro music there. And this is the Road Rage Podcast. Da 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 da. Okay, I just went into football music. Hey, football season coming along. Are you excited? Anyway, how's it going, everybody? How you doing? I think this is the first episode that I'm actually uploading. I've recorded, I want to say this is the 8th episode, and maybe one day I'll upload those previous 7, but those 7 weren't very, real. They were more of, hey, does this technology work? And hey, is this something I'm actually going to do, for the long term? And hey, I made it through 2 months of it, so fucking let's go, baby. Yeah, I'm driving from the Nerd Fusion offices down to downtown. Move! Sorry. Down to, people need to learn how to merge. I feel like that's going to be a pretty constant theme on this podcast. Just grow a pair of balls and, okay, I'm not going to go into it. Sorry. I'm not a distracted driver. It's fine. I'm calm. I'm in my centered place. I just had lunch. A delicious pile of eggs. Okay, it's fine. Calm down. Today I'm driving to downtown Seattle because I have to pick up my passport, which is pretty exciting in that I literally requested my passport yesterday. How fucking nutty is that? Why doesn't everybody just do this? I remember 10 years ago when I got my passport for the first time, it was this long, drawn out, oh, go get your picture taken. Okay, I still get my picture taken. But go get your picture taken, fill out this form, send off a form, wait for 8 weeks with hearing no response, and then pray that 8 weeks later you actually get a blue booklet in your hand. And I guess that's still the process these days. However, there is also something called an emergency passport situation. Apparently, if you're traveling within 2 weeks and you need your passport either renewed, which is my case, or brand new, you just fucking walk up to them and say, hey, brother, I need a new passport. And they're like, okay, we'll do it for you now. And you don't pay anything extra. You pay the same expedited fee you would have paid before if you were wanting to get it expedited in the original way. Sorry, I've got this cough right now. I'm trying desperately not to cough. But I've got this, I don't even know what it is. I've had it for 2 weeks, and it's just whenever I get really excited, I just start coughing. And that sucks. It's probably really loud in your ears and annoying, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try to not cough. Have I gone to the doctor? No, because I am a man, first of all. And there's no need. Listen, I feel fine. I just cough. All right? What's the worst that could happen? You might get pneumonia. Hey, listen. It's summer, okay? I'm not getting pneumonia. So anyway, it turns out, yeah, you can just walk up to the fucking passport agency, fill out the forms, and boom, within 24 hours, they have it printed for you. Right there. What? This is the way everybody... There's a hawk. Oh my God. There was a hawk right there on the light post. Fuck, that was amazing. I love seeing birds of prey. Okay, let's talk about that at a different time. I'm just so excited right now. There's so much going through my mind. Get off my asshole. There's this Toyota Corolla behind me that thinks he's a fucking badass. So yeah, I don't know why everybody just doesn't do that. Just wait till you have international travel, bring proof of your international travel within 2 weeks, and just get it printed the next day. No hassle, no worries, no dealing with the mail. Shit, why doesn't everyone just do that? Maybe it's different in other countries, but in America, I guess the other thing is you kind of have to live near a passport office. There's not many of them. So maybe you live like 8 hours away from a passport office and you're just like, fuck that. I don't need to record 16 podcasts. Anyway. Yeah, I'm excited because that means I get my passport now, and in 3 days from now, I'm actually flying for the first time ever. I'm actually landing in 2 countries that I've never been to. I've never been to the Netherlands, which is where I'm connecting through. So I'll be there for a total of like an hour, and through Amsterdam. And then I'm going to Sweden. Oh, it's a Sweden. I'm going to Sweden for some stuff, some meetings and shit. But I'll be in Sweden, and I'm very excited about that because, first off, bomb-ass internet, apparently. We'll see. I'll be the judge of that, thank you. And secondly, with Sweden, I just love traveling to other countries. Like I got my first love of that when I traveled to Korea for a long time, and all of the sort of the countries over there. Wow, what a cunt! Are you fucking serious? Where's this asshole? From Alberta, Canada. Ah, fucking figures. This Toyota Corolla essentially just cut me off. What the there's nobody there. Why would you pull it in front of me like 2 feet in front of my fucking bumper? Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna explode. I will flash my lights, however. Yeah, take that, you fuck. Yeah, take that. What are you gonna do, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Sorry. So I'm going... Sorry. I'm going to Sweden, which is really exciting. I think I leave on Saturday, and then I come back on Wednesday. So I'm actually not there for very long. I think I'm in the air possibly for just as long as I'm in Sweden, but it's still worth it. It's still fun, and I really like to travel. So that'll be a thing. I don't know how that's going to affect the uploading of the next episode of this podcast, but we'll see. I might record it in an airport or something and just kind of... I guess it won't be road rage then, will it? Well, I'm certainly not going to pre-record another one because I'm getting it all off my chest now. Why would I... Okay. Stop debating yourself in the car, Matt. Okay? Listen, you're alone here. You're in a safe space. Stop it. So yeah, it's fucking impressive. I mean, when you think about how inefficient, especially at least I feel like, our government is at like literally everything, for them to be able to turn around a passport in 24 hours stuns me. It's pretty incredible. So anyway, bravo. Hey, America, you did something right. Incredible. What am I talking about? We do everything right. It's where all the foreigners or the people that are not Americans are like, yeah, okay. Look what's going on right now. Oh, I said I wasn't going to address this. But look at how, look at the easy transition there, Sevidus. I call myself Sevidus. I feel like I'm going to do that a lot as I get into calling myself Matt on a podcast. Because Sevidus obviously being my gaming persona name, it feels awkward when I'm not sitting in front of a computer calling myself that, you know? It's just Matt. Call me Matt. Most people in my life these days, it was a really weird transition, right? When I got into grad school, and that's basically right when I began broadcasting, and I was called Matt. Everybody called me Matt. Even my stream called me Matt. And then as my gaming broadcast got bigger and bigger, everyone started calling me Sevidus. And now that I'm the CEO of a company and everything, everybody's going back to calling me Matt. It's weird. It's really weird. And so I call myself, well, I usually call myself something like fuckface, but I'm caught in the middle. I respond to almost anything these days. Anyway, I told myself I wasn't going to talk about America's leadership issues. Let's just say that. Over the last week. I guess it was last weekend is when all the shit went down in Charlottesville, which, by the way, I grew up not a few hours away from Charlottesville, and I've been to Charlottesville a few times. I've been on the campus of UVA. I applied there for college and didn't go, but yeah, I know exactly where all that stuff took place, and all that heavily unfortunate shit. I'll just say this. Okay, listen. I'm intending for this podcast to be light and fluffy with a tinge of comedy, if you will. So that's the side I'm going to take. Okay, let's be clear real quick. Fuck those assholes. All right? I think we can all agree with that. Fuck those Oh shit. Oh shit. Speaking of fucking assholes, we are coming to a complete stop here on the I-5. Let's take it up to Jimmy in the helicopter. Jimmy, what are you seeing? Sorry. Yeah. Clearly a bunch of delusional fuckheads. But they do have the right to peaceful protest. I firmly believe in that as well. However, obviously, taking things to that level of extreme is pretty fucked up. Okay, so that's the serious part. All right, go fuck yourself if you're one of those cunts. However, let's make fun of them now, right? Now that we told them to go fuck themselves, let's make fun of them. Did any of you watch any of the footage of these white supremacists, Nazis, whoever they are? Did any of you watch the footage of them actually attempting to fight? There's a few scenes. Sorry, I'm like, there's a few scenes still playing through my head. For these dudes who look like they like to go to the gym, or, they carry around these guns, they have all this fucking body armor on and all that shit. Wow, do they punch like a fucking pussy. like surely part of your, indoctrination is, hey, learn how to throw a fucking punch. All right? It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. There are dudes in these videos jacked up with body armor, and they've got their thumb inside their fucking fist. They're doing these punches that's like they're bopping people on the fucking head rather than actually punching. It's one of the most hysterical things I've ever seen for a grown-ass man looking all tough and badass to be throwing punches like a fucking 3-year-old watching too much Power Rangers. It's fucking embarrassing. Holy shit. God damn. Go to it. Take a class, brother. Like, fucking Christ. Oh. Anyway, I found that to be absolutely hysterical and hilarious that, these boys that came down to fight can't fight for shit. And props to some people, that were standing up to him. Well, everyone obviously was standing up to him. Props to them. But there were some fuckers rolling heads on that end. So, go for it. Anyway, I thought that was really fucking funny, at least to me. That's how I personally deal with just fucking absolute idiocracy, right? Is I have to look and find some nugget of funny, because the entire situation is super unfunny. And the way that I push myself through it, get through it, is by finding just anything that's funny about it, right? So that was my little takeaway from that, is that white supremacists, neo-Nazis, all these fucking racists and bigots can't fight for shit. Turns out they're awful when it comes to fighting, which I wouldn't expect that, but hey, there it is. Oh man, good Lord. No wonder they have to wear the body armor. Dude, there's a few of these videos where there's a guy in body armor, right? In a boxing stance. Hands up in a boxing stance. He has his right foot forward and his left hand is forward. Like he's gonna do some fucking power jab or something. Like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, Jesus Christ. What a bunch of idiots. Anyway. I thought it was quite humorous that they can't fight for shit. Here in Seattle, I guess they had some protests and counter-protests as well the next day. And as per usual here in Seattle, they just bring out the pepper spray and tell everyone to go fuck off. It is a very, like, activist-rich kind of hippie city. So you get like a lot of these demonstrations and protests. And I think everybody just kind of accepts the fact that, hey, yeah, you can protest and demonstrate for a while, and eventually you'll get too loud and they'll just bring out the tear gas. Not tear gas, that's not the same thing. Pepper spray. They'll bring out the pepper spray and tell everyone just to fuck off. And everyone's like, okay, we get it. All right. For like every controversial issue, there's a protest in Seattle. And that's cool. It was just so hot outside that day, you know? No. Also in Seattle, something that just happened. The International. Oh, wow, let's just completely change the topic. I'm so ADD today. I'm so ADD every day, but like I feel like today especially. Did I have too much sugar or something? You know what I definitely did not have is too much sugar. 100% did not have too much sugar. I'm on a diet, losing the weight. My goal is to lose 3 pounds a week, which I think is reasonable. And I guess I've spoken about this on previous podcasts, but you're not hearing those. So maybe I should bring you guys up to speed. I should have weighed myself. Anyway, I'll tell you that maybe next week. But the goal is to lose 3 pounds a week until I'm back down to my fighting weight. I had a lot of surgeries and shit in the early part of the year. And last year, I was essentially taken out of physical commission because of my back. Had the surgeries at the beginning of this year, and now I'm finally at the point where I can start to kind of exercise. I've been through enough rehab and shit. And so now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just do it. Let's just lose the weight. And I lost 10 pounds in 10 days. The first 10 days I was doing this, and I was like, dude, this is like not healthy. And so I've just been trying to figure out how do I, you know, get into a healthy eating regimen, because like you guys know, when I go fucking all out, dude. If I decide, hey, I'm going to lose weight, boom, I just go all out. It's like, yo, what is every possible way to lose weight? Yeah, let's take all that and do it all at once. Terrible idea. I know. Okay, mom, listening. It's a terrible idea. I get it. And I lost 10 pounds in 10 days, which you should never do. I'm told. I don't know. Although I read a story about some dude who didn't eat for a year or some bullshit like that, who went from like 450 pounds. Oh shit, I think this is my turn. Oh, fuck! Sorry, he was parallel parking and I almost... It's his fault. Whatever. It's fine. Sorry, I yelled in your ears. Oh shit, are we here already? No. So yeah, the goal is to lose 3 pounds per week for the foreseeable future until I turn into a raisin, and that's that. No, the goal is to get back down to my fighting weight, which is... Oh, come on. God damn it. I'm in the city, by the way. Now I'm in the city. And you just have the most fucking inept drivers ever. God damn. I'm right near the courthouse and everything, so there's like lots of cops. So everybody... Here's the thing, is everybody tries to fucking drive like super proper, super, you know, well and everything around the cops, because they're like, oh, I don't want to catch me. Dude, the fucking cops are standing around eating bagels, number one. And number two, true? And number two, you drive like a shithead when you drive this way, okay? Can we just come to some sort of agreement here and just drive like a normal fucking human being? Okay, I think I'm gonna go up this hill and I'll just walk. Because I cannot stand being around these fucking drivers anymore. Ooh, what a hill it is. Ooh, the grade though. Badoom, badoom. So yeah, the goal is, sorry, I've just like completely lost. I feel like this is how the podcasts are going to go. I'm just going to lose everything I was talking about because I'm distracted by driving. Oh, I'm going to pick up a ticket here to park inside of this parking garage where they'll overcharge me. God, I wish I owned parking garages. Nope. They make so much fucking money. Like, just think about it. Just do the math one day about, like, the economies of a parking garage. Holy shit. The amount of money these fucking things make. Crazy. So, yeah, the goal is to lose 3 pounds a day based on... Oh, my God, a day. No, a week based on diet and exercise. I'm very limited in the actual exercises I can do. But my goal basically for exercise is to just stop muscular atrophy. That's what I want to stop. So if you guys have any suggestions, please, dear God, tweet at me at Sevidus or some shit like that. I just want to do the bare minimum so that when I'm losing weight, eating fewer calories, that I don't like lose muscle mass. Because the very tiny little bit that I do have, I would like to keep, because I would still like to be able to walk upstairs, you know? Email me, matt@theroadragepodcast.com, or tweet at me at Sevidus. Just help me out, okay? I need some plans. I know you are all registered dietitians and whatnot, so surely you can... Wow, I'm going up like 10 fucking floors in this parking garage, and there's also a massive truck on my asshole. Yeah, suck on that exhaust pipe, buddy. Oh, wait, even better. It's a Suburban. It's not a truck. It's a Suburban. Wonder what soccer mom's in there. Sorry. So, yeah, the goal is 3 pounds a week. I have actually also switched over to a ketogenic diet, as in I'm just not eating carbs. It's basically Atkins. Although I'm not really doing much in the way of anything except saying, hey, does that have carbs in it? Yeah, okay, I just won't eat that. Dude, I am on the 7th fucking floor, and there has not been a single spot yet, and this place is 8 floors. Are we really not going to find a parking spot? This is some bullshit. And this Suburban behind me is thinking the same thing. Oh, it's a he behind me. Sorry. Wrong pronoun. So yeah, 3 pounds of... What? There's another parking garage exit here? Oh my God, at the very top floor. So yeah, the 3 pounds of... I keep saying so, yeah. 3 pounds a week. My caloric intake is relatively low. And is that a spot? It's not a spot. Son of a bitch. And, yeah, I don't know where to park at this point. Maybe there'll be roof parking. Nobody likes to park in the roof. Oh, I want the shade. 3 pounds a week. That's the goal. I think I can do it. Fuck, here's a fucking... Wait, it says reserved. Motherfucker! These are all reserved now? Are you serious? No way. Okay, turns out the top floor, everything's fucking reserved. Are you serious? Or handicapped. Yeah, there's a whole handicap part here as well. All right, well, this is not good. If I had to rate this on a scale of good to not good, this would definitely be on the not good side. Okay, I found a spot. Well, we are on the very, very, very tip top here. And yeah, I guess I'm parking in the sunlight. That's cool. Whew, we made it. All right, well, I am now going to go and grab my passport. To you guys, it's going to be just a matter of milliseconds. But to me, it'll be the world. I'll be right back in just a minute. And just like that, through the magic of editing, I'm back. Amazing. Wow, that actually took like 30 minutes. A surprisingly long time. You know what I hate? This is such a little thing to bitch about. Is it even worth bitching about it? Of course it's worth it. Listen, I went over there. I went down to the passport office, and we had these little tickets, right? So I had to pick it up between... I had like 1 hour, right, where I could pick it up in the course of this 1 hour. That's it. I just had this 1 hour that I could do it in. And I guess this is kind of the window for everybody, and I didn't realize just how many people were picking up passports. And so I get in there, and there's this massive line. I am at the front of it. You know, I sit in this line for probably 15 minutes or so. I make my way up to the front. I'm like, yes, I am ready to fucking go. I think there's 2 people in front of me. And then it happens. The lady comes out from the side, right? So we're being called up to these 2 windows. There's 2 windows that we can be called up to where they give us the passport. Out of a side door, like a fucking magician, shows up this tiny old lady. She wasn't that old. Let's give her some credit. She's just tiny. Tiny little lady. And she says, anybody who's here to pick up passports, give me your ticket. Give me your receipt that you need, and we'll call you up when we find it, when we get it ready, and we'll just call you on up. And I'm like, great. Okay, so I won't have to stand here for another minute. And at that point is when I should have realized something is about to go very wrong here. And indeed, she took the first person's receipt, put it in her hand. She took the next person's receipt and put it on top of that one. And as soon as I saw her do that, I'm like, oh, this bitch. This bitch is reversing the line in her hand. Fuck her. And then she gets to me, puts mine on top of the previous person. And there's like 20 people behind me, and I'm like, thinking to myself, do I say something? You know, the normal Matt in this situation would be like, hey, don't you think you should do it in the opposite order? Because I was here first. But hey, I held my tongue. I was like, you know what? There's going to be good karma here. If I just shut the fuck up, she knows what she's doing. She works here. She's clearly done this a million fucking times. They're probably just going to take it into the back and then go reverse. She'll go in the reverse order. Needless to say, the bitch didn't do that. And now I'm sitting there for an additional 15 fucking minutes while everybody who was behind me, and I looked, okay? I looked at everybody. I know what they look like. I know their faces. Fuck. And they all cut in front of me. God damn it. The things I do as a good Samaritan. Yeah, I am. I am a good one. See, why do I get worked up over that little fucking shit? I don't know, but it's, you know what it is? You know, here's the reason I get worked up over that is because I think of things like that as common you better not pull out. I see your reverse lights on, girl, but I got you. Okay, we're good. I think of little fucking things like that as absolute common sense. And I guess what infuriates me is that other people don't have the same level of decency or common sense that I do. Is that what I'm saying? Am I saying that I am superior in every way? No. Kind of. I don't fucking know. I probably shouldn't get pissed off at things like that. I should probably see a therapist. What am I talking about? The reason I'm doing this podcast is because you guys are essentially my therapist. You know? It's great. Except I don't have to pay for it. You know? I talk into a brick wall just like talking to a therapist. And you guys eventually later tweet at me. And you email me and you call me names. And that's okay. I'm down with that. I'm diggity down with that. No diggity. Sorry. Songs. Anyway, I got my passport. Long story short, it's still a solid system. Even when tiny little kinks like that happen. Ooh, kink. Even when tiny little things like that happen. Dude, if you're getting a passport in America, that's the fucking way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. And assuming also that you live near somewhere that has a passport agency, obviously, where they can print the passport right fucking there. Oh shit, I forgot I have to pay to get out of this garage. I wonder how much they're going to charge me. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Let's see how much the fucking damage is. I'll try not to be an asshole to the person that's the attendant. They don't set the prices. Hello. Oh, what? What if I don't have any cash?
We have promise to pay.
Okay.
And instead of a lot of mailing, hassling, do you have check or cash?
I have.
Saying it's better for you.
I don't have either right now.
Okay, we give it to you, the promise to pay.
Okay. That'll work. Okay. Okay. She just dropped my credit card on the floor. Oh, okay. It was cash only, and what am I doing? Alright. Well, apparently I'm promising to pay. Fat chance. No, I might. I might.
What's the name of the car?
The name of the car?
Got it?
Why they give you?
Nagataki? Nahor ni kakay? Sagabin niya sa tuwing from Nigeria. Slow down, kuya yan. Sorry.
It's all good.
This is the credit card for some reason. It's
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Now you get. You can mail it or you can drop here.
Alright, sounds good. I'm certainly not fucking dropping here, sir. God damn. Okay, so apparently by the time I also left, their credit card processing went down. And what fucking human being in today's age carries cash? Alright, what was the damage? $6 fucking dollars. Oh my god. Well, again, the economics of garages. Okay, well there's a Gulf War vet motorcycle dude in front of me. Clearly Gulf War vet because his leather vest has embroidered in it in massive letters, Gulf War vet. God, Sev, you're really perceptive. I see I did it again. I called myself Sev. I will, by the end of me doing this podcast, not this podcast, but in years when I decide, you know what, this podcast fucking sucks. I'm going to stop doing this. At that point, I will start calling myself Matt, for sure. Okay, I got to cross 4 lanes of traffic. Watch out, motherfuckers! Well, it was actually pretty easy. Oh, great. Now I'm in traffic. Ah, son of a bitch. Whatever. Let it go. See, this is great. This is actually really therapeutic because now I have something to do while I'm driving in these traffic conditions so I don't get as angry as the motherfuckers that aren't driving as fast. Go, bit. Like what is this? Who is this? Toyota Camry. It's always the Toyotas. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry. So what was I talking about before I had all those wonderful, wonderful experiences earlier? Right, I was talking about my weight. So yeah, over the last year or so of being incapacitated, actually it was about this time last year that I stopped being able to run and stuff like that because of major lower back issues. If you don't know the whole story, it ended up in... actually, 2 days before Christmas, lol, I ended up rupturing a disc in my spine. And as usual, when I do things, I don't do them little, all right? I do them fucking massive. It was the largest extrusion that my surgeon has ever operated on, which is pretty cool. And considering that my surgeon's specialty are things like this, and I was his largest as his specialty. Pretty fucking weird. Okay, so I'm in an HOV lane. And as far as I know, there's only one of me in this car. So I need to get the fuck over here. Will you let me in, sir? All right. So yeah, I had a massive extrusion taken out in January. It caused severe and complete numbness in my left leg, weakness in my toe, my big toe and my left leg. I will never be able to feel them like I used to feel them, which is unfortunate. I will probably never have feeling again in my big toe on my left side, and I'll only have about 50% strength for the rest of my life there, because it smashed that fucking nerve. The extrusion hit my back with such force when it flew out of my spine that it hit that nerve with so much force that it almost separated it completely. And boy, this is not a funny story. I just realizing, wow, dude, geez, way to put a fucking heavy mood on the thing, on the podcast. Oh my God, Mount Rainier is fucking gorgeous. So yeah, anyway, point is, here's how I look at it, right? Here's a dude, I'm what now? 24? Let's say I'm 24, right? Prime of my life, and the worst thing that I have to deal with is I have a weak big toe and I can't feel all of my foot. Boo-hoo. You feel me? There are so many people in so many worse circumstances than I'm in that I do feel very fortunate. And I had some of the best care I think that I could have gotten. So all things considered, I feel pretty happy. I'm in pretty good shape, you know. Sure, I have to live with it, but, you know, a lot of people live with a lot worse. So, I'm all good. Anyway, point of the story is, during that amount of time, I apparently told myself, hey, I'm just going to keep eating like I was eating when I was super active, running miles and miles a day, etc., etc., etc. And turns out, when you do that, you become a fat fuck. So now I look in the mirror, you know, in the morning. I just stare at myself, and I'm just like, you, what the fuck did you do? Which, hey, for me is motivating. I've had great success with fat shaming myself. So, hey, whatever. You know, some people say it doesn't work for them. It works for me, okay? God, could you imagine if I went to a psychologist right now? Just the kinds of fucked up things that are in my head. Oh well. So yeah, anyway, so far on this weight loss journey, I think I have lost a grand total of 16 pounds. And the goal is 3 a week. And I think if I log it every week with you guys here on the podcast, it'll motivate me to keep going more and more and more. And maybe it'll motivate some of you to get off your fat asses and start moving yourself. Or maybe, you know, put down the fucking fork full of pasta, all right? Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about my diet. So the diet that I kind of started doing is two-phase. I'm doing not what I consider keto. So a ketogenic diet as best I can. I mean, come on, you know. I might cheat here and there. And I'm doing intermittent fasting, which is actually proving to be, I think the intermittent fasting part is actually a bigger deal to me than the keto part. I think they work together, but intermittent fasting means I actually don't eat for about 20 hours a day, and I stuff my fucking gullet full of food for 4 hours a day. I try to get like between 12 and 1,500 calories every day in 4 hours, which, by the way, difficult when you're not allowed to have carbs. So I eat a lot of chicken, a lot of cheese, a lot of fat. Right? I'm trying to get all my calories from fat, which apparently then your body will start to burn fat, which turns into ketones. I'm really not an expert on this. In fact, I probably sound like a complete douchebag right now, just even trying to talk about it. But the point is, I'm trying to get back on track, back on the healthy path, and maybe some of you will join me. And hey, if you have any insights, let me know. Let me know! And maybe I'll talk about it next week in the airport while I'm looking at people, judging them while they, you know, turn around and fucking judge me. Oh God. Sweden's gonna be fun. I'm actually really fucking excited about that. So hey, I got my eyes checked last week for the first time in So the last time I went to the eye doctor was a year before grad school. So how many years ago was that? I think it was 9 years ago was the last time I went to the eye doctor, to the optometrist. And at that time, he was like, oh yeah, here's some glasses. You need these fuckers. And so for the last 9 years, I've been thinking to myself, I should probably go back. I broke that pair of glasses in Hawaii, and then I said, fuck it. I see moderately decently. But over the years, I've thought to myself, wow, what if my vision right now is horrible? But fuck, I missed my exit. Motherfucker! Sorry. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just go another way. It'll just extend the podcast slightly, and I'm okay with that. I am having a deep, soothing conversation with the 12 of you that are listening to this podcast. Okay? What are you doing right now? Are you in a meditative state? Are you sitting at work? What are you doing? Are you maybe you're driving home from work and you're thinking about how much of a cunt your boss is. I'm here for you. And I'm going to be here for you for another 5 fucking minutes because I missed my exit. Okay. Okay, we're in a little merge situation here. Let's see who doesn't have the big balls this time. Well done! I feel like I have to clap for people that like actually merge properly. You know, they don't slow down. They continue with the steady speed. They do the zipper pattern. Let's fucking go! It's good. Good job, Jetta. Just gonna call them by their car names at this point. So I got my eyes checked. I hadn't done it in 9 years, as I said, and beforehand, I knew that my left eye was pretty good, but my right eye was a little bit messed up. And the last time I got my driver's license, they were like, yeah, you're probably going to need to have glasses next time. We're going to let you go this time, buddy. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, for fuck's sake. Now I'm going to have to drive with glasses on. That means I can't break them. That means I have to remember them, or at least be able to quickly put them on when I get pulled over by the police or whatever people do. And so I went in there, and really old dude who, once I mentioned that I had a degree in astrophysics, oh my God. Well, that took a 30-minute appointment and turned it into a 1 hour and 30-minute appointment. I swear, we just sat there for at least an hour just talking about Newton and Kepler and all these old fucking scientists who, you know what, I can appreciate that. But God damn it, I was trying not to be an asshole because this dude is about to tell me whether or not I need glasses. This dude is about to decide my fucking future. So I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be cordial. I was trying to be a bro, if you will. And you will. So anyway, we talked for forever about that shit. We finally got to the exam, and I'm thinking, okay, the only thing I have to worry about is the fucking puff of air. And he never did that. So you guys, if you've been to the optometrist, you know what I'm talking about when I say the puff of air. It's everybody's least favorite part of going to the optometrist. That puff of air that they blow in your eyeballs to see if you have glaucoma or something. I think that's what it is. I don't really know. So he did his normal eye exam, you know, talking about putting the fucking... It's amazing to me that optometrists still to this day use equipment that is so fucking old. And I straight up asked him, why? Why don't you just have some sort of digital scanners that can just scan my fucking eye and know exactly what needs to be done to correct it? He's like, oh yeah, that shit exists. I'm like, well, why does it exist here? He's like, oh, this is cheaper and it means I still have a job. And you know what? On a level, I respect that. I respect that. That's a skill. Using that complicated flick, is A better or B better? Is A, B, or C better? You like C better than B? A or B? B or C? Let's add D into the mix. That is a skill that goes away whenever you modernize. I get it. All right, job security. But it's also cheaper, apparently. So instead of doing the eye puffy thing, he put these drops in my eyes that apparently stained my eye yellow or some shit. I am the worst at taking eye drops, like the worst at taking eye drops. He put that shit in my eye and I'm like, my eyes are closed, and for some reason, when somebody puts eye drops in my eyes don't open. They physically just don't open. I have to sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes just trying to force my eyelids open. It's just, I don't know, it's a very uncomfortable experience. So he put the yellow dye or whatever in my eye, and then he got this little like blue circular laser thing and put it up near my face, told me to rest my chin on the little chin strap, my head on the little head strap, and he says, just whatever you do, don't move. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is going to be the puff of air. This is it. This is where it happens. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. It's a real quick poof and it's over. It's done. Don't have to do it again after I make it through this phase. It never happened. Instead, the asshole takes this fucking blue circle and literally touches it to my eyeball. At which point my eye is like, hey, go fuck yourself, and freaks out. My eye's like backing up inside of my skull. My forehead's coming off the thing. He's telling me, hold your forehead against it. I'm like, bitch, you're touching my fucking eye. I can't control this shit anymore. Okay? My brain isn't sophisticated enough to deal with this motherfucker right now. And after like 45, well, it felt like an eternity, but I think it was probably only like 45 seconds to a minute of him trying to touch my fucking eyeball with this thing. He's like, okay, next eye. And my brain instantly goes into panic mode. It's like, oh, fuck, he's going to do this again. Oh, Jesus, motherfucker. And so then it happened again. And I assume that was, you know what? I'd rather have my eyes blown. Honestly, I'd rather be blown than have that shit. I'm gonna request, can you just blow on my eyes next time? For real. So when it came down to the end, I was like, all right, doc, what's the news? What is the deal? What lenses do I need? How much are you going to charge me? Because clearly you're here to make fucking money. Like, what's the deal? And he's like, yeah, so your left eye's perfect. You have no problems. I'm like, yeah, I knew that. Okay, let's go. Let's go with the real deal. What's the right eye? Come on, what's the damage? He's like, yeah, your right eye is only very slightly off. Nearsighted. And I'm thinking to myself, only slightly, bitch, it's blurry as fuck to me. And he says, okay, so if I put this lens in front of your eye, how do things look? And I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. That's perfect. Like, this is great. He's like, yeah, that's one of the lowest prescriptions I can write. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, am I a complete asshole here? Did I think that what's coming out of my right eye is like severe level of not being able to see? That's all because of the fucking people at the driver's license office telling me I can't see, that I'll need glasses next time. And he's like, yeah, in order for you to fail a driver's exam, you would need to see this. And he put 2 lenses in front of my eyes, and I freaked out. I freaked out, not because I couldn't see fucking anything, but because I now realize there are people on the road who see that shittily and are okay to drive. How are these people allowed to drive? You can't see anything. It's fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I'm going to start a petition. Like, fuck me. I'll just say it explains a lot. Right? Oh my God, dude. So I'm not getting glasses. He in fact said, you know what? I don't think you should get glasses because it just means that your eyes are going to get worse sooner. And it's the first time I've ever been told by anybody in a medical profession, hey, something's wrong with you and you should do nothing about it. You should actually just do nothing about it. I don't want your money. Just do nothing about it. Come back in 2 years, make sure nothing's changed, and just don't get glasses until it gets worse. That's what he said. What a nice guy. Right? He wasn't making commission, I guess, or whatever. He was just doing his job and being fucking honest. You know what? Props to you, sir. You have a customer. I would say for life, but he was really old. So let's hope he's still there in 2 years. That's all I'm saying, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pretty happy that I was able to get out of there alive. At the end, obviously, he had dilated my eyes and I couldn't see shit. Couldn't read anything, couldn't see anything, had to wear like triple layers of glasses outside trying to drive home. But it was worth it. You know, now it's sort of that peace of mind thing, right? It's like 9 years have gone by since a checkup. Peace of mind. Now I'm like, okay, fine. The optometrist said having shitty vision, like what I felt like a shitty vision, is fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's okay. And it's actually going to do me better to not wear glasses. That's fucking sick. That's fucking awesome. I am so down with that. Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Yeah. Ugh. Fuckers. God damn it. People at a light where it's red and they decide to stop like 500 meters in front of the light and then just slowly coast on down into the light. Jesus Christ. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Also, the big news of the week, I guess the final big news of the week, is that my dog, my new dog, Oliver, I guess he's not really my new dog anymore now, no? I've had him for 8, 9, 10 weeks. Jesus Christ, I've had him for 10 weeks. And trust me, my house shows it. He's starting to rip up fucking everything. I've had this dog for 10 weeks, and let me just say, best decision of my life, possibly. God, what a fucking awesome dog. Amazing dog. He's at kindergarten right now. But, you know, he's getting that socialization in. He's following commands. He's healthy. He's happy. A fucking amazing puppy. Check out my Instagram if you want to see tons of pictures of him. Anyway, it was his first week ever being able to go outside. You know what? I'm at the office right now, but I'm not done talking. Fuck it. I'm just going to go for a little joyride for a bit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Speed bumps. Yeah, let's just go down this way. So, yeah, it was his first week able to go outside. His first week of being fully vaccinated. And you know what, fuck the concepts of holistic veterinary medicine. You know, just fuck holistic medicine in general. You know what, I'm not into that. We have this thing called modern science, and your fucking ginseng cinnamon fucking iced tea is not going to cure my goddamn cancer. Okay? What I'm getting at is there was a holistic vet a few weeks ago that told me, they emailed me, as what they called a registered holistic vet. And I'm thinking to myself, they probably registered with an insane asylum, telling me, no, the worst thing that I could do, the way to kill my dog, was to give my dog vaccines. That instead what I should do is expose my dog to the things that will kill him and make him build up an immune system towards it. I'm like, bitch, do you understand how vaccines work? Because you just described how vaccines work, except vaccines use non-activated shit. Okay? What she said to me, I think it was a she. It was Jan. Is that a she? Here we go with the pronouns again, Matt. Like, get your fucking pronouns right. I'm sorry, okay? What Jan told me is that I should go to the place in my neighborhood where the most dogs are. Now this is to make sure he doesn't get parvo, which is the #1 disease killer of puppies. It's called parvo. I think it's the parvo virus. That's why it's called parvo. And it's transmitted by in fecal matter. It's transmitted in dog shit. So a dog that has it takes a shit. Another dog sniffs it and says, "Hey, this looks delicious." Maybe takes a little Licorino, and then boom, dog got parvo. Now adult dogs can pretty much survive it. And there are many adult dogs that have it and you don't even fucking know. They show no symptoms. It's fine. It's whatever. So there's tons of dog shit sitting around that has parvo in it. And she's telling me, yeah, you take him to those areas and you give him 5 minutes of exposure a week and he'll never get parvo. And I'm thinking, you're fucking insane. You are actually fucking insane. How many pets have died because of you? Holy shit. Anyway, he finally finished his parvo shots last week. And so this has been his first week of being able to actually go outside, and he's been enjoying the shit out of it. I'll tell you what. He is incredibly afraid of certain things. He's very, very, very afraid of strollers, turns out. I had no idea that that would be a fear of his. But he's very afraid of strollers, like deathly afraid of them. He sees them coming from a mile away and just runs. Tries to run in the opposite direction. But he's really a happy little camper. And he's finally able to go out on walks. You know, I got him his harness, and he put a little harness on him and take him on some walks. I try to walk him every day, at least twice a day. He's having trouble converting from peeing in the backyard to peeing out during a walk. But he'll get it eventually, maybe, never. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll get it eventually. And I take him on, a 10-minute or so walk in the morning. I try to do a longer walk in the afternoon unless he was at daycare. If he was at daycare, then I just fucking say fuck it, because he was running around all day long and he is pooped. He's absolutely pooped. That's the best thing about doggy daycare. Hey, if you ever get a puppy, find an awesome puppy daycare place, because it's fantastic when they are just absolutely fucking tuckered out. Oh my God, that guy looked like, what is his name? What's that guy's name? Aziz Ansari? Parks and Recreation dude? Really funny guy. Oh my God. Hey, he's wearing my glasses. God, everything just happened at once. What the hell? Okay, we can head back now. So yeah, I'm excited. It means that the dog is I feel like the dog's happier, although when he's out, obviously he's getting all these experiences for the first time. For example, he never saw a pine cone before last week. And now these pine cones are just this amazing edible treat to this asshole. And I'm like, no, dude, stop eating the fucking pine cones. And every single time, he's like a Hoover for pine cones. He just sucks them up. And then continues to cough. And I'm like, well, that's what you get, you idiot. Like, don't you understand this? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I know you don't understand this. And I'm just being mean. Whatever. He's a good puppy. Oliver's the shit. Oliver's awesome. So yeah, I think I'm going to end today on just a quickly talking about a little bit of sports. I know most of you might not be into sports, but maybe you'll get in them together. You know what I'm saying? And let's just talk about the fucking pay-per-view. Let's talk about the fight of fights. All right, Mayweather, McGregor. Money Mayweather, McGregor. Who wins? Who do you have? What's the over-under? The over-under right now is like minus 500 Mayweather, plus 350 McGregor. Meaning, if McGregor wins, people are getting fucking rich. But the professional betting world is not having it. And I'm not having it either. I mean, I will say, there's a difference between who I want to win, who I think would be really cool to win, and who's going to win. Right? It would be really cool if Conor McGregor won. It's not going to happen. but it would be pretty fucking cool. What the fuck? This dude just like... There's dudes in the crosswalk, you idiot. What? You're just going to cut them off like that? God damn it. Sorry. Yeah, when it comes down to it, you have a boxer and an MMA fighter. It doesn't matter their ages. It doesn't matter their records even. What matters is it's a boxer versus an MMA fighter in a boxing match. You feel me? Arguably the current time's greatest boxer versus, well, arguably not necessarily the greatest MMA right now. He's good. He's fucking good. I don't know about the greatest. MMA is such a weird one, right? Where it's a little bit more difficult, I think, to really pin down greatest. But you could definitely say Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer that is currently boxing. And Jesus, when it comes down to it, yeah, they're boxing. They're not throwing kicks. They're not taking them to the ground. They're not grappling. They're not doing all that shit. They're boxing. And I think this is one of those cases where it really is just, it's skill. And political. I think the only way that Conor McGregor wins is with a knockout. That's it. If Conor McGregor does not knock out Floyd, it's over. Because there's no way boxing judges are going to give a win to Conor fucking McGregor over Mayweather. There's no way. There's no fucking way. It can't be done. All of these judges, all of them, can be totally non-biased, unpaid, whatever, non-corruptible, and still, that is the case. You can't have that. So I mean, you know, my money's on. Well, I don't have any money on this, but my money would be on Mayweather. Although it would be really fucking cool to see McGregor do it. All right, folks, that's it. I'm back at Nerd Fusion Studios with my passport in hand, and I hope you've enjoyed episode 1 of the Road Rage podcast. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.